What's good with y'all, man? Happy Saturday. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend so far. You already know. Just got back from the gym. Today's my mix day. I do everything. So late last night, after we got off stream, I actually saw Zach posted this, but I was so tired. There's no way I could talk about this with a clear mind last night. So Zack Snyder says, I feel like the number of I'm giving in this photo is very close to zero. Also, this Arri 235 is awesome. Big thanks to Arri for supplying this amazing camera. But the one thing I want everyone to pay attention to, look at the song playing at the very top. It says, what does it say? It says Hans Zimmer, Only I Will Remain. Is Zack Snyder clapping back at the haters? Is he? I think he is. I think he's silently clapping back, and I'm all for it. Listen, as you get older in life, you become more humble, you become more appreciative because you just go through so many trials and tribulations. However, at the same time, when you hear all the noise being talked about you, you see all the trash talk, the stuff people were doing and saying in your name, as a man, you get sick and tired of it. No matter how humble somebody is, there's always that little pinch of, yeah, I'm humble, but I can awaken that beast real quick. See, I think a lot of people mistake people's quietness for weakness, but it's the quiet ones you have to watch out for, because the quiet ones have already figured out there's 10 ways they can break you. Zach is a quiet one. He posts things for us because he knows he has a little fan base. He doesn't respond to all the haters and all that. He's quiet. He's very humble in the interviews. He's nice. That's why the actor said they will come back, because they really like Zack Snyder. So I'm all for it, because no matter how humble you are, at a certain point as a man, you do, maybe even as a woman, you just get tired. You're being so nice, you're just letting a lot of things slide, and it's just building, and it's just slowly building up until you're just like, you know what? I'm a nice guy, I'm a humble guy, but you know what? F this. It's time I start clapping back. And I'm all for it. Zach has us to back him, but I'm all for Zack Snyder clapping back at these haters, because half the time the haters don't even know what they're talking about. The DCU is in shambles. There's a lot of things we need to discuss. The Peacemaker has finally charted it on Nielsen, but the numbers aren't really that good. So the DCU is in shambles. The DCEU has a lot of positive light coming towards DC. Michael Shannon just came out with an interview, which we're going to talk about in the next video. I'm all for it, Zach. Clap back at him, man. You've been quiet for so long. All the crap you've had to deal with over the years and how you were treated. I'm all for it, man. You can only be humble for so long, and then people keep nagging at you. They're nagging at you. They keep getting at you. Eventually, they're gonna get a response. So I feel it. I feel the energy. I feel like the number of I'm giving in this photo is very close to zero. And then he has the Hans Zimmer, Only I Will Remain. You're damn skippy, Zach. Only you will remain, because guess what? When DC was in your hands, it had a future. It had direction. It had quality. It had good storytelling. It had great costumes. It had great actors. It had great aura farming moments. I can't say a word for some reason right now. But when you were in charge of DC, everything was shining bright like a diamond. And now we got the horse poo at the bottom of the barrel. That's what we got right now with the DCU. So I'm going to leave it at that. I want you guys, let me know. Do you think Zack Snyder is clapping back at the haters? I think he is. I think he is, and I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. This man has put up with so much over the years, and he stayed quiet. With how he's been treated, how people trash his movies for no reason because they lack this up here. I'm all for it. So, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's